Sources telling our own Chris Haynes. The Clippers are exploring trade options for Jordan, naming Phoenix as a possible suitor. DJ has 2 years remaining on his deal, but the last year is a player option. What do you think of this, Brian?
Remember, we have a new voice in the Clipper front office now.
His
and
name
that's
is Jerry West.
And he is getting paid a lot of money. The kind of money he's getting paid is not somebody who sounds like a consultant. That sounds like, to me, a general manager who they're not trying to undercut Doc Rivers on.
He's getting $4 or $5 million a year,
which is a lot more money than a lot of GMs in the league make right now. So I think you can't control what's going to happen with Blake. You can't control what's going to happen with Chris. You can't control what happens with DeAndre Jordan. This is a guy who's been All-NBA for the last 3 seasons and only has 1 year left on his contract. So his value is probably pretty high right now, but if you wait much longer, you may lose control. And if you want to change the roster in a way to impress Chris Paul and impress Blake Griffin, this is your best asset to move, and that's why they are looking at the market for him.
What type of pieces or assets are they looking for in this trade with him?
Well, I'll give you another option. They have talked to Detroit about Andre Drummond. Now, I don't know how that – Andre Drummond is younger and under a longer-term contract.
Yeah, but who do you have more faith in?
Right.
Well, DeAndre is a better defensive player. Drummond is a better offensive player. They both can't shoot a free throw.
I was gonna say.
But I mean,
trading one hack a problem for the other hack a problem, but
well, I mean, let's talk about who's more valuable to their team, and it's clearly DeAndre Jordan. I mean, this guy is one of the better defensive players in our league. Yes, he can't make a huge impact on the offensive end, but I think playing with Chris Paul really elevates his talent because of his athleticism. Defensively, there's not too many guys as dominant as him in our league.
Culturally, too. I mean, my eyebrows raised at this only because they could lose Chris Paul. They could lose Blake Griffin. Do you want to get rid of the other guy who's been a mainstay culturally of your locker room?
The trade that Chris reported, it was a pretty tasty trade. You would have gotten the number 4 pick, which the Suns said no to, but the number 4 pick where you could have gotten a pretty good young player, and Tyson Chandler, who Chris Paul excelled. Now, I know Tyson's getting up there.
Tyson's 37, 38.
But Chris Paul excelled with him when they were in New Orleans. They have a chemistry together. So, I mean, I get why they offered the trade, but the trade was, they turned it down.
That was about 8 years ago, brother. Come on, man.
That team was so good. That team was good, man.
They were good. That was about 8 years ago.
I was playing back then. Now look at where he is now.